Today we're going to be talking about Red Dead Redemption coming to the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. Oh boy, aren't you excited, my friend?
Man, this is a waste of money, a waste of time, in my opinion. I'm just saying.
Kind of a little bit to dissect to it, but really outside of that, I don't necessarily see the value in this unless you've never played Red Dead Redemption 1. You so happen to own a Nintendo Switch. And the fact that this isn't coming to PC is what bothers me the most. I was just browsing on YouTube, believe it or not, and I just legit had a spit take because I saw Rockstar's trailer pop up on my social feed, and
Mhm.
it says Red Dead Redemption coming to Switch and Nintendo Switch and PS4. So I watched the trailer. They don't mention the price, so I had to go and look for the price. And then I see that they are selling this thing for $50 with no multiplayer. So if you're into the multiplayer for Red Dead One, you know we're scrapping that out. There is no actual visual enhancements unless it's I think it's like maybe what upscaled for PlayStation 5, but it's still running at 30 frames per second. It's just a direct port, and they want to sell it for
Yeah,
$50.
yeah. I'm gonna say it's not worth the $50.
Like,
I mean, if you wanna try to play the first Red Dead Redemption, go ahead. I mean, that's your preference. But if you've already played the second game, I see no point in you going back to try and paying for the first game. You know what I mean? Like it's I hate when they do stuff like this with older games. Yes, Red Dead Redemption was a good game. It got a lot of sales. It did really well.
mm-hmm,
I get it, but that I hate when studios do this because it just shows that y'all are BSing
mm-hmm,
coming out with new games and new ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
yeah,
struggling for time. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like that's all it is. Like people have been waiting on GTA 6 for I don't know how long, and y'all still trying to. Oh, we're gonna re-release Red Dead Redemption on PS4 and yada yada. You know, so we're gonna come out with new content for GTA 5, but we're not gonna update the graphics, and we're not gonna, you know, what I'm saying like, come on.
I mean, here's the thing. I think honestly, it is not even really just an insult to as in terms of price, but I think it's also an insult for the Red Dead fans. Red Dead 2 is technically a prequel to Red Dead 1. So if you somehow haven't been able to play Red Dead 1, I see the appeal of wanting to go back and play it. But the problem is there are certain things that I feel like we are getting to where we have to justify what is a good asking price. And the CEO, the Take Two CEO, turned around and goes, "Well, we think that $50, selling the game for $50, stripping away its multiplayer for a game that you're not even going to update any of the physics, the controls for $50, that's 13 years old. I don't see it as a good bargain."
For a
Be-
game that you're not gonna upgrade anything on, you took away multiplayer. It's not a $50 game. The
no,
game was originally $60 when it came out.
right?
You know what
And
I'm saying? Like,
most mhm. And most people who are reporting games to Switch, they're most maybe they understand that maybe charging $30 is fine, but I think 50 is kind of pushing it. And here's where I can say I can play a little bit of devil's advocate. So right now, the only console that you be able to play Red Dead before this release is PlayStation 3 and the Xbox version of the game, which is on Xbox,
360.
360. And then you can upscale, you can play that on your Series S or your Series X with no issues whatsoever. And I think you can get it on sale for on the game for about $20.
Yeah.
$20 is all it is. However, if you're a PlayStation owner, you have to unfortunately either go through backwards compatibility on the PlayStation 3 and fork out, hopefully have a PS3 version, or you're going to have to play the cloud version. So them moving it to PS4 makes sense, but I think it's absolutely hilarious that that is a selling point because I watched it and I'm like thinking, so you're not really advertising this for PlayStation 5. This is PlayStation 4. You can play it on PlayStation 5, but you're not going to actually turn around and, you're not getting any actual enhancements out of this. Now, for Switch users, on the other hand, Switch users, that's fair. It's a game that you can play on the go if you want to pick it up for the Switch, even though $50 is still a high price to ask for. At least for the Switch, there's a hybrid nature to it where you're playing a game on the go. But I still don't see it being that big of a deal. Don't even get me started the fact that they have completely neglected the PC community. So PC's not getting the support because they already know that once PC gets their hands on Red Dead Redemption 1, they'll be modding the hell out of it. Like, they don't like. I don't think Rockstar and Take Two have a really good relationship with PC users right now.
Well, I mean, if they're not gonna have no multiplayer, PC ain't really gonna care about it anyway. So you know what I'm saying? That's where all the mods are really gonna come in is if they have like a multiplayer and stuff. Shoot, like you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point in doing mods? I mean, yeah, storyline, so you can have some fun, some mods, get some crazy shit, but like I said, waste of time, waste of money. So they should move on and stop trying to reboot these old ass games.
Mm. Or if you're gonna do it, do it with justice. Add some improvements to it. But I mean, we got to a point where like I think a lot of people were actually expecting like a full on remaster or full on
Hmm.
remake. They're not even actually doing the work in studio. So Rockstar Studios, because they're so focused on GTA 6 right now, they're actually taking this and they're moving it over to somebody uh, called Double 11 Studios, who is known for their ports on and work for their work on Fallout 76, Crackdown 3, games that really have a already bad reputation as it is. You know what I mean? So, like, what was the last game that you bought that you would say you were excited for, like a port? But
Old,
there's
I'd probably say Assassin's Creed.
right,
Just period. Like from the first game and so on. I've never really had. I'll admit there were some Assassin's Creed games that were a little lackluster in some aspects, but uh, Assassin's Creed ain't never let me down.
right, and you can buy the bundle on Steam, and you
Hmm.
can you can get that bundle on your Switch, and you're getting what, like 3 4 games, and they still gave you a
Oh,
pretty good deal of $30. They don't charge more than 30 for those old titles.
what the hell just happened? Hold on.
I have no idea
Can
what
you still
happened. Your
see me?
light,
Can
I
you still
see
see?
you.
Okay, my monitor just cut off. Hold on.
Your light
Whoa.
did.
No, my monitors. What the heck was that?
Ghost. All
It's straight win Bravo 6 going dark.
right.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, Rockstar, we already got kind of a really bad, I don't even really care about Red Dead Online for Red Dead 2. Like, I don't even like the fact that they had such a good sale, like they had such a good IP or something to roll with, but they didn't care, they didn't put enough love and care into it to where people are going to give a shit, and then they turn around and kind of gaslight the community in a sense to say, see, we told you Red Dead's not doing so well. You know what I mean?
You know what I think they should do with Red Dead? I think they should
What?
have made Red Dead gameplay wise like it's sort of like the aspect of God of War. How their open world is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'll say like them trying to make Red Dead like a GTA type thing. I couldn't mess with it. One, it took too
Really?
long. It took too long to get anywhere. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? You had to go to train stations to unlock fast travels and all that stuff. But still, you had to travel on a horse from town to town, which took
You
too
just don't
long.
like traveling on the horse and taking
You
that
know what I'm
long.
saying? I mean, you trying to make it like GTA? Why sit there and travel on the
I
horse? Why not
think
just get on GTA and freaking go from zero
bro,
to 100 in 2 seconds on the car?
you're definitely a different type of audience with that. I didn't mind the horse
Mhm.
riding, but I mean, to be fair, like I think that game was supposed to be a more methodical and slow type game than GTA. I think the biggest thing that I have with it when it comes to Red Dead was that they with them selling, and here's the issue, and here's one of 50-50 on whether I want to even buy it for review sakes for the the Switch, is because one, if you buy the game at $50, even wait for a sale, you're supporting their shady business practices, and you're supporting that shit, right?
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, if you don't buy it, they could turn around and say that the grand like that Red Dead that like Red Dead is just not, it's just not good enough for people to actually care. When in the reality is for the most part, in terms of like audience majority, I do agree that I think more people are into GTA than Red Dead, but they have such a huge Red Dead community that is also asking for stuff, and then they can use this as sort of a way to justify that well, I guess we're not going to do a Red Dead 3. Everybody answered with their wallets, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait to see if it goes on sale, if I really want to check this out just for the sake of reviewing on the Switch. But outside of that, I have no reason. I can just get it on Xbox if I wanted to. I
Yeah,
think I have it on Xbox already. It's the same damn game,
yeah.
and I got multiplayer. So, well, shit. I think multiplayer would have been awesome for it, but that's just my 2 cents on it. Is there anything else you want to add?
I mean, not really. Honestly, I ain't played Red Dead since I tried the first game. And then really, it was all right, but I ain't really care for it. Red Dead Revolver, I beat multiple times though, and that
You're
was
talking
back
about
on
like
PS2.
the very first one.
Yes, the very first Red
Yeah.
Dead PS2 Red Dead Revolver.
Nobody ever talks
See
about that.
how they did the storyline of Red Dead Revolver. I feel like they could have made it work with Red Dead Redemption and then just threw in the multiplayer, like open world type of thing as like a side thing.
Yeah.
But Red Dead Revolver, boy, that was my shit. Let me tell you, shoot, that was my shit.
I love Red Dead Revolver. That one you could play as many different characters for sure. There was a little bit
My
more
boy,
variety to it.
my boy was Jack Swift all day, boy. He's sitting there playing with the pistols, like I'm like, ooh, I'm telling you, shoot. But I mean, yeah, that's really it though.
Well, I
My
think
fault.
that pretty much sums it up then. I mean, I would love to hear what everybody else in the comment section has to say about it. Do you guys think it's worth $50? Do you think it's worth 30? Do you think it's just not something worth touching at all? Leave your comments in the comment section below. I am Double Pulse, and this is Afromac.
I'm telling y'all right now, don't pay $50 for that shit. Wait till that shit go on sale, and it drop down to like 20. Don't do it.
Don't
Shoot,
cave in.
but
Resist the urge.
we out, y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.